Well, hello again everybody, and welcome to another video interview for DECT Today magazine and the DECT Forum YouTube channel. Hopefully you'll remember that towards the end of February, the DECT Forum announced the formation of a new SIG, or Special Interest Group. In fact, a strategic interest group to tackle critical challenges in providing ultra-resilient and interoperable wireless connectivity everywhere in buildings using the new DECT NR+ technology standard. Legrand is one of the principal contributors to the new SIG, and today I'm talking with Bruno Vulcano, who's R&D manager at Legrand. Bruno, let's start by you telling us a little bit about the background to your company.
Okay, hello Vince, hello everybody. Thank you for inviting me to this discussion. The background of Legrand, I would say often we used to say that Legrand is a worldwide specialist in electrical and digital distribution into the building. So everything you need to build a building or to build your house is available somewhere in our catalog page. So this is in few words our background. So here when we are talking about DECT Forum and the technology which is provided by the DECT Forum organization, it is much more linked to the digital distribution or digital communication we are looking for into a building.
And is Legrand dealing with one particular part of the building automation industry, or is it general? Is it residential? Is it commercial? Is it industrial? What would you say?
The main position of Legrand is mainly on residential and commercial buildings. We are also effectively present in the industry, but we are. It is not where we are the most powerful. We are mainly present in the first two ones, so smart buildings, smart homes, according to the device we are delivering.
Okay. And what type of solutions do you offer today, and which wireless technologies are these based on?
Okay, so if we focus a little bit on the digital infrastructure for such buildings, today we use a lot the Zigbee technology for our IoT devices, globally speaking. Of course, this is for the wireless communication. We are also providing a lot of solutions for the wire architecture. So using what we call SCS, which is a Legrand technology, but also much more standardized technology like KNX, DALI, or BACnet, which are also implementing in our device. So it is always a mix between wire and then wireless technology, and for the wireless one, often it is Zigbee based. Yes.
Okay. Well, Legrand is a very big company with an awful lot of experience, so I guess you are very well positioned to tell us what you see as the current state of the smart buildings marketplace.
So let's continue to deep dive into the smart buildings. But yes, for the smart buildings particularly, and what we use also to name commercial buildings, we need for sure a good balance between wire and wireless technology, and also a good balance between short range and long range.
Yes.
And okay, if we talk again about Zigbee, the short range wireless technology, Zigbee is very well defined, or even tomorrow or even today we start to deliver some matter over thread devices, for example. But for commercial buildings particularly, we have also the need to provide some long range solution, and this is where the DECT Forum and the NR+ technology is well positioned.
And what do you think are the biggest challenges the market's facing at the moment?
The biggest challenge it is to provide a standardized solution to the market, because today the market is very fragmented, particularly in the commercial buildings, with a lot of solutions, which often are not able to interact each other. And today, what is important, it is to simplify the life of the installer, simplify the way to collect the data, because the big challenge we are facing, it is to save energy in the buildings of tomorrow, according to the regulation, but also because it is good for the planet. The other challenge is also to take care about the cyber security risk we are facing. And again, we are in front of some requirements coming by the regulator, particularly in Europe. So this is the two main challenge: energy efficiency, cyber security, and today the only way to do it in a very good manner is probably to focus on standardization, interoperability, and to work all together to deliver the best technology to the final user, I would say.
There's absolutely no question about the value and importance of standardization. I completely agree with you there. So coming back to the DECT NR Plus interest group, what would you think is the main value of this group and its purpose, in fact?
The main value the group I would say can, because the job must be done. So, but I think it is what the value which is going to be bring to the market. It is the value of the certification program. To me, DECT NR Plus is established in terms of specification. We can see already some implementation, but we need to be sure that there is a value behind the name, behind the logo, and the value is the capability of the device, whatever the brand or whatever the device manufacturer is, to be sure that the device is going to interoperate and to deliver what the final user is looking for. So again, we can speak about the defragmentation of the market. We must be sure that if a company is investing in such a technical solution, there is a value, which is to say, okay, it will work correctly, whatever the brand is, whatever the device manufacturer is. And this is a challenge because it means we need a very strong certification program. And this is a part of the NR Plus interest group to deliver this specification program and to select a test lab to make the qualification.
Working towards complete interoperability, presumably, yes. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're part of the group. Do you consider NR Plus to be the optimum technology for secure, long-range, low-power, and easy-to-commission wireless connected systems? And at the same time, what competition does NR Plus face?
I don't know if we can speak about competition because all the technology are somewhere complementary altogether. The value which is bring by NR Plus is first, it is a state of the art in terms of modulation, in terms of digital things inside. Okay, to me this is a state of the art about what we can find on the market. But also, if we look for what is needed for building, because a few minutes ago I was talking about a lot of solutions into a building which are not interacting each other. So often we can provide some drawings showing the building, like all these devices connected to an IP backbone somewhere, in order to simplify the interoperability or interconnection between all these technology. So somewhere IP is the future for interoperability. Somewhere also we are considering IP as one solution to implement the right level of cyber security, and DECT NR Plus is IP based. So this is a good option to consider. DECT NR Plus is also working in this what I used to name the golden frequency band because it is only used by DECT technology. So the 1.9 gigahertz is very interesting because it allows high power in terms of output power, which can go up to 23 dBm. But it is also a technology where there is not a lot of device already deployed.
No.
So this is interesting. And even if we are facing a lot of device in this frequency band, this is not a problem because DECT NR+ is also stamped by the 3GPP as massive IoT technology. So we are able to go to this market with this technology. We have the good frequency band, we have a good output power. This is a mesh network also, which is important, and IP based. So meaning that we can address a lot of what was not possible to deliver with existing technology today.
When you talked about the market there, and let's look at how big it is. In other words, does Legrand consider that NR Plus is a global solution? In other words, is it realistic to expect that NR Plus can be rolled out across multiple territories?
Probably it can be, but again, I come back to my first one of my first comment. It is always a good balance between short range, long range, wired and wireless. So probably this is a technology which can be used to deliver everything you need or everything you want in the building. But this is not exactly our strategy today, which is much more to well balance the technology and to provide the best technology for the best market needs.
Well, we want NR Plus to become the technology of choice, but what's it going to take for the building automation sector to decide that that is the case?
This is a good question, a difficult question, I would say.
That's why I'm coming to the expert.
Yeah, but to me, this is exactly the point to be sure there is a value behind the logo. Okay, so if there is a value behind the logo, the market will accept it. The second point is the cost of this technology. Also, to make it a success, we need to be sure the cost is appropriate for the device manufacturer and the way to go to the market, and therefore it is important to work in a standardization way because the more we are going to see silicon vendor providing chipsets, the more we are going to see stack provider delivering the technology, the best it is becoming for the device manufacturer because there is a competition. And so for the best interest of the community, the best interest of the end user, we need a competition in order to make sure this is a real standard. And this is why also this interest group is very important. It is to bring into this group companies which are competitors often, but to make sure we deliver something solid, consistent, and at the appropriate cost. So this is also adding to the strong, let's say, certification program to deliver. It is also a choice, a multiple choice to implement the technology according to the device manufacturer and according to the business as usual. So this is what is the key of success also for this initiative.
Right. Well, I've been tracking the building automation sector for quite a long time, and I know that it moves very slowly. In your opinion, is this the right time for this project to be launched?
It is the right time. We have probably a short time window in front of us. We need to deliver in the following years. So this is not something we can announce and going to the market by 2030, for example. It is too late. So probably we have a 2 years time window, and the effort is very high to make it a success. And the dynamic of the group is we are at the beginning, but all companies involved today are very exciting to work in order to deliver. And what is important, it is also to welcome any new members having an interest in such technology to join this initiative and to participate because we need a lot of experts, a lot of engineers to make things done. it is super easy to discuss like this. It is much more complicated to implement and to be sure the technology will be ready on time with the right level of quality, the right level of cost at the end also. So this is a big challenge, but probably probably 2 years time window in front of us.
Okay then, and in your opinion, how can the DECT Forum best foster or support or help develop the NR Plus special interest group?
There is always a very high value delivered by a standardization body, because it is a place to be in order to collaborate first, and thanks to the know-how and all the experience of the DECT forum since the beginning of this question. I don't know since when this DECT forum is existing, but I think since I am working, I know the DECT forum somewhere. So since I am developing an IoT device a long time, I remember I used to think about DECT for video door phone entry system, for example, in my previous life.
Yes.
So it is. There is a high level of skills, a high level of I think respect also around this technology by the community, and this is a great new step for the DECT to consider this new digital era for the DECT, moving from, of course, still involved in cordless telephony, but also for moving to the IoT spaces, which is very exciting and very interesting for the DECT forum.
Well, I think the chances of success for DECT NR Plus are extremely well benefited by the support of companies such as your own, Legrand, and the other companies that are part of the group, such as Siemens and Schneider Electric. So it's going to be a very exciting time over the coming couple of years, Bruno, and I hope we have plenty more chances to talk about this. But for today, thank you very much for your time, and we'll talk again soon. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Vince. You're welcome. Thank you.